Good morning. I wanted to at least start introing what you'll be doing after you do the ed puzzle, so that you have that handy. And if Google Meets aren't working, or if it's icing, you can work on it, and your power keeps going out or whatever, you can on it whenever. The activity we're starting today is something we'll be working on today and tomorrow. So if you want nothing to do tomorrow, because tomorrow the whole day will be just working on this gizmo. So if you don't want to do any work tomorrow, you can easily work on it, finish it, and yeah, that'll be good. You can do that. All right, so let's open it up. Density Lab Gizmo. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. It's my baby. Can you see him? There he is. So here we go. It's loading up. We're looking at density. So once it loads, and give it time, there's actually two gizmos that you'll be doing on this. Okay, so if you click on density via comparison, this is what it'll look like when you log on. You'll notice it says there's a 5-minute preview on it. You've got to log in order to do that. And you can message me if you forget your login. But I just saved mine. I would just save yours because this is the only class you'll probably ever use it for. So yeah. Anyway, so you open it up and you'll notice, wow, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Yours looks different. So we already did the growing plants for some of you guys. We are going to look first at density via comparison and then this other one. So I'm going to open this up. And you'll notice, since I logged in, you have longer than 5 minutes to work on this. Okay, so we'll launch the gizmo. And it might take a little bit. Okay. And it says directions. Follow the instructions to go through the simulation. Respond to the questions and prompts in the orange boxes. This is a tinker time. Do not be afraid to mess things up. So you're going to just mess around on this one and answer the questions that you see here. So prior knowledge of the objects below, which ones do you think would float in water? Click on the image and highlight or change the text color of your choice. So you click on it, double click to open it up. And whichever one you think will float, you will highlight the word. So quarter, sink, or float. So you just highlight if you think it's floating, or you highlight if you think it would sink if you threw it in water. Okay? So I know Saturn's huge. What do you think? Would it sink or would it float? Okay, so you save and close once you have highlighted those words. Okay. It says the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. What do you think the density of a beach ball would be? So a beach ball, we know, floats in water, or at least you should know that. So up here, you definitely should have had float. Would the density's beach ball be less than water or more than water if it floats in water? Think back to our notes where it talked about if something was floating, is it more or less than 1 gram per centimeter cubed? Are you going to crawl to me? And then you're going to Google search the density of Saturn. So you'll just straight up hit up this. Okay. And then the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cubed. Would Saturn sink or would it float if it was put in water? Okay. Then you need to answer, why do some objects float while others sink? And then you're going to set up. So these, you answered all of these without really needing to use the gizmo. Now you're going to click on the blue title above the open gizmo and website and click launch. If it's highlighted in yellow, that typically means you're doing something with the gizmo. So if you're scrolling through and you're like, oh, this is what I do to start it up. Okay. Then it says, use any method possible to determine the density of the spheres. You will have to tinker and test by placing the spheres in the beakers of water. Note the beakers have liquids and different densities. Come here, grumpy. Note the beakers have liquids of different densities. List the letter of spheres below from least dense, so which ones float, to most dense, which ones sink. And then describe how you did it. So over here are going to be your least dense. Over here are going to be your most dense. Okay? So you're just going to like mess around, drop these in, and you'll notice the density of the water is different. That one's 1, so this is water. This is less than water, whatever, maybe oil, I don't know. That you can see the rate that it's sinking is different. And then, ooh, that one's floating. So what could the density of that ball be? So you'll go and you'll do that and you'll figure out, all right, which one is the least dense? Which one is the most dense? So this one, the water's density is 1 and it floats. Whereas this one had to be between 1.5 and 2.5, right? Because it floated here. So this one's less dense than that one. That's how you're going to go through taking note of the densities down here. So this is the least dense water or fluid, and then this is the most dense. And you just throw these in here and see which one's more or less dense. Okay? And then you're going to tell me how you figured that out. What was your method? Okay? So that's part 1 today. Okay? Say bye.